Hey there, hope you're well. Thanks for joining me today. It is Thursday, January 11th, 2024, and I have for you today's rainbow trout stocking locations around Texas. Before I jump into today's locations, I wanted to give a brief reminder before you just run out and go to one of these lakes and start fishing. There is some important information you need to know. I'll have everything laid out in the description below as a reminder, but let's cover these first. You will need a valid Texas fishing license with a freshwater endorsement, unless you're fishing within a Texas state park, or if you're under 17 years of age. Otherwise, you will need a valid license with the freshwater endorsement. As far as harvest regulations, there's no length limit, no minimum limit. Remember, these fish are stocked to be caught, and you're allowed 5 trout per day. If you got kids, this is something I used to take a kid or two with me on, and you pad those bag limits a little bit. Just a little tip there. Also, if you're fishing in a community fishing lake or in a Texas state park, you are limited to no more than 2 rods. Now again, another tip here I have is I would still take 3. That way you have a backup. A lot of times these lakes and ponds, you're fishing around trees. So, you know, everyone makes a mistake. You get caught up in a tree, you have a big tangle or a mess with your line, you won't be limited to 1 rod. And rather than taking a whole lot of time and taking you out of your fishing time, set that one aside, grab your backup, boom, you're still in the game, 2 rods going. So just a little tip there, take that how you will. Also, there's special limits on parts of the Guadalupe River. I won't go into too much detail here. I'll cover that another time when we're stocking the Guadalupe, if you're not familiar, or I'll have the information in the description below. Also, keep in mind, a lot of these stocking times, take place between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. And of course, the dates and times are subject to change. With that out of the way, let's get into the 11 locations today being stocked across Texas. Folks in the Abilene area, you have 2 bodies of water today. You have Cal Young Park Lake receiving 930. This is the 3rd stocking in that lake for this season, with 1 more to go. Also in the Abilene area, Elm Creek Buffalo Wallow. This one's a little tricky. They're stocking 176 fish total over 2 stockings. Today is the 2nd stocking, so do we estimate there's about 88 fish being stocked there? Food for thought, but there should be some fish taken to that pond today. Folks in Benbrook, you have Dutch Branch Park, 850 fish. This is the only stocking for that location this season. Folks in the Borden area, you have Borden City Lake receiving 500 trout. Again, this is the only stocking date for this season. Georgetown, you have Blue Hole Park Lake, 1,500 trout. Again, only stocking taking place this season. Folks in Graford Possum Kingdom Tailrace, they're stocking quite a few trout there throughout the season. Today is your 4th stocking. You should be receiving around 1,200 fish. We have 3 more stockings to go for the season. Folks in Houston, we have Kickerillo-Mischer, 1,000 trout. This is the last stocking for the season. Also in Houston, Meyer Park Pond, expected 650, last stocking for the season. Folks in Spring, we have Dennis Johnston Park, 750 fish, last stocking for the season. Also in Spring, Hart Pundt Lake, 750 trout, last stocking for the season. In the Tomball area, Burroughs Park, 1,000 trout, last stocking. Those are the locations for today. 11 places. Man, a whole lot going on around Houston. Greater Houston area, I'll say. Yesterday in the video, I talked about one of my favorite lakes to fish. I would love to hear any of yours. Share in the comments below. You may find someone else watching this that shares the same enjoyment for the lake you do. I want to hear about it. I'm probably missing out on some beautiful places. Let me know. Also, lastly, guys, thank you for tuning in. Like this video, share it, subscribe, and thanks for your support. See you next time.